Honestly, I think they need a new showrunner, but that's tea for another day. Hey besties, I'm so excited about today's video. It's an interesting one. I saw a lot of people online doing tier ranking videos, and I think they're hilarious.
So if you've never heard of tier ranking, it's basically just what it sounds like. You create a template to rank a list of items from best to worst. It can be on basically anything, any subject you want, from video games to characters in a series to sports teams.
One of my favorites is I saw Cindy from With Cindy rank fanfiction tropes. So today, I thought I would put my own spin on it.
I'm going to be tier ranking my favorite chaotic moments from Netflix's adaptation of Shadow and Bone.
If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you know that I'm a big fan of Six of Crows, which is somewhere back here. As you may know, the Netflix adaptation of Shadow and Bone came out recently. There's some issues with it, definitely. The showrunners are not the best, but we're not here to talk about the tea today, maybe another day.
If you're a reader, you probably already know this, but just in case anybody that is watching isn't, the show combines two popular book series, one called Shadow and Bone, like the title of the show, and the second called Six of Crows. Both were written by the popular YA author Leigh Bardugo. The main storyline follows an orphan named Alina. Her world completely changes after she finds out she has this really rare power to summon sunlight, and the series also follows a second group of characters known as the Crows. They're a group of criminals and thieves, and they're just amazing, and personally, they are my favorite.
I want to talk about some of my favorite moments, and more specifically, my favorite chaotic moments in the show. Obviously, these are not the only moments. I didn't want to make this video too long, so I only have a few here. Actually, now that I'm looking at them, they're like all the Crows. Sorry, I'm biased. They stole the show in my opinion, I'm sorry. Big spoiler warning if you haven't watched Shadow and Bone. There's gonna be spoilers in this video. If you haven't seen Shadow and Bone, you can click away, you won't hurt my feelings. If you don't care about spoilers, keep watching. Let's have a great time. I have the pictures down below, as you can see. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm really excited. Should we just get started? So the tiers, I have the basic tiers, but like with a little caption. D is good, C is great, B is incredible, A is iconic, and S is talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, obviously.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same.
So let's just get started because I'm really excited. First, we have Kaz and Milo. Iconic, I think. The second Freddie came on screen holding Milo the goat, they served. I loved the contrast, the duality of Freddie's scowl and this cute, beautiful little goat, Milo King. It's so adorable. I think this is gonna be iconic, so let me just plop her in iconic. So next, we have the conductor lying about the landmines. I was kind of confused when the conductor was first brought into the story, but I kind of enjoyed his character. It was interesting. I liked the dynamic between him and the Crows. The whole scene where they're going across the fold in that little like train contraption is just iconic and hilarious. But this specific moment, I laughed, but I wouldn't say it's like my favorite moment ever. So I think I'm gonna put this one in D. Okay, I love this one. Next we have hug the goat, shut the hell up. This is one of my favorite lines in the whole show because it's amazing. I think this one's gonna be in iconic as well. The dynamic between Jesper and Milo was so cute. I love that that wasn't in the books and that was kind of just something to like make the show more enjoyable. I don't know. Next we have Jesper watching Alina sneak into the carriage. Okay, I loved this bit and the whole scene after where like Kazand and Nesh come out and Jesper's just like laughing to himself. I don't know about this one. I think it's really funny. I'm thinking either iconic or incredible, just because I think Kit did such a good job as Jesper. I think I'm gonna put it in incredible just to like have some variation. Okay, so next we have one of my favorite things in the entire show, and one of the best things to come of the combination of these two series is Inej throwing a knife at the Darkling. I think this is talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing show-stopping. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I probably have a clip of me gasping at this.
Get him, please. She stabbed him?
Because I did record my reaction to this show because I'm insane. So obviously that's S tier. I think anything with Inej is pretty S tier to me in general, but I'll try to be like fair, you know? I don't want to be too biased. Okay, so next, it's when Kaz, Inej, and Jesper are like huddling together on the ground while they're like spying.
Jess has a point. No one would blame me for missing a count.
Jess.
That was so funny to me. I think this is probably A tier because I really did love it. So next we have Kanej matching bowler hats. Listen, I know everybody on Twitter hates the fedora, the bowler hat. I didn't think it was that bad. Like, it is kind of atrocious, but like, I think they kind of pulled it off, and the fact that they were matching is kind of iconic to me. But to be honest, I didn't like when Kaz was wearing the hat as much, even though I know that's like a big thing in the book.
Please, my darling Inej, treasure of my heart, won't you do me the honor of acquiring me a new hat?
I'm gonna put it in D tier because I'm not the biggest fan of the hats. I have to be honest with you. Even though the behind the scenes pictures of them switching hats is just adorable. I love Freddie and Amita so much. Okay, next, another Kanej moment. Kaz and Inej stealing shots from Jesper. I loved this, and I actually have a question that goes with this because I know they didn't mention their ages in the show, but I'm wondering, since they're like taking shots and stuff, did they age them up then? Or did Netflix just say like, okay, this is a fantasy world, like they can drink whatever they want? I always wondered that when I saw them. I was like, damn, they're taking shots? Like, go off. I mean. But this is definitely iconic to me. Like, this goes straight to iconic because when they did that, I was dying. Just like the parallel, first Inej does it, then Kaz. They're so in sync. My parents. Okay, next we have Kaz in the Darkling showdown. This was pretty iconic as well. I think Leigh Bardugo had said beforehand that there was gonna be like some sort of altercation between the Darkling and Kaz, and I was so excited because I know it's like a joke on Twitter, like who would win in like a fight, Kaz or the Darkling. Obviously Kaz. Like, I think there's no questions asked that Kaz would win, but that's another discussion for another day. I really wanted Kaz to like swing on him with the cane, which he didn't. So I think because he didn't swing on him, I'm gonna put it as B tier. Okay, next we have Mal zooming off frame. This is so funny to me. Netflix really said, okay, we need to like fix this, and he just needs to like zoom out of here. When I first watched Shadow and Bone, I didn't even notice that they like edited him. I've rewatched the show a few times now, and every time I see this, I cannot help but laugh. Yeah, I think this is gonna be iconic for me because it's just too good. One of my favorite things about the show was getting the new material that still felt really true to the characters. Like, this is not part of one of my scenes because it's not really a chaotic scene, it's more of like a really heartwarming scene, but one of my favorite things to come out of the combination of the two series is the fact that Inej got to meet Alina. When she sees her use her power for the first time, that was just like my heart. My literal heart. If it was in this video, it would be S tier, of course. Okay, next we have David throwing a book at Jesper. Part of me wants to put it in S tier really bad because I just love it so much. For now, I'm gonna put David throwing a book at Jesper in iconic as well.
Hey besties, so I realize that this video is going way too long. I could talk about this show forever, obviously. I've said this about everything, but I'm gonna make this the last one because I think it's one of the best. Anyways, okay, bye.
Okay, and last but not least, we have Kaz fighting a volcra with his cane. I loved this. Not only did he step in when Inej like had already thrown all her knives and was like needing help. Not that she needs help from anybody, but like the fact that he came in for her and like wanted to defend her. But I think this is gonna go in talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing show-stopping because how could it not? Not only did he come out of nowhere, but the fact that he just like whacked. You see, this is what I wanted from the Kaz and the Darkling showdown. I just wanted him to go at him with the cane, but like obviously that didn't happen, unfortunately. I think this is the next best thing, especially since he was trying to defend his queen. So that's definitely S tier. So yeah, I think that's all for now. Let me know if I have taste or not. All of these are great. Like, this was so hard to do. Like, even the bottom ones are incredible. Maybe not the bowler hats, but like I think that's a general consensus. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna put the link to this tier ranking template in my description so you guys can use it if you want. And if you do use it, definitely tell me, like tweet me, I don't know, tag me on Instagram, because I'd love to see like how you guys rank the different scenes that I picked. So stan Six of Crows, stan the cast, they deserve the world, even though there were some issues that were not their fault. And hopefully they can get a season 2 and like fix their issues with the show, because please subscribe and like if you want. Bye, Beth.